Hello and welcome back to this impromptu video because I've been tagged in a tag series called The Winning Book Title. So I just want to take a moment to thank NicolesBookishNook for tagging me, and I want to thank Heather Reeds for creating the tag in the first place. So let's get on with this, shall we? So, have I ever bought a book because it had a funny title? In all honesty, I can't say that I have bought a book because it's got a funny title. None that come to mind anyway, and I scoured those shelves behind me, so I was like, gotta find something, but I couldn't find anything. So that would be a no, I'm afraid, for that question. Have I ever bought a book because it had a shocking title? That kind of comes to mind, that kind of brings horror books to mind, and I don't really read a lot of horrors. So no, I can't say that I've ever bought a book with a shocking title. This is going really well so far, isn't it? It gets better. I have got some answers, trust me. Have I ever bought a book that has a title that sounded like a line of poetry? Okay, so this one, sorry, I had Sue on my lap. She's now escaped. You might see her in the background. She might jump on the chair in a minute. But anyway, a book that sounded like a line of poetry. Well, I have a book in the bookcase behind me called A Song of Steel by J.C. Duncan, and I kind of like the alliteration on that title, so I'm going to go with that one for the poetry, because I like it's a book about an alternative history inspired by the Vikings. So I haven't read it yet, so I can't say if it's any good, but I have read the prequel to that series and I did enjoy that. Have I ever bought a title which made me ask questions? I don't know. I don't think I have, no. And I can't even think of any like non-fiction books that may have made me ask a question. I mean, I suppose I read Feel Good Productivity, and I wondered how to make productivity feel good rather than feeling like it was a chore sometimes. So maybe that one, Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdaal. Number 5, have I ever built a book with a title that is heartwarming or homely, or maybe Homey? This is easy because I like to read a lot of cozy romances. So for me, one of them, and I do stress one because I have a few on my list, but one of my favourites is The Cherry Tree Cafe by Heidi Swain. Anything with a cafe or a bakery in the title. I've got somewhere back there, I've got the Little Brooklyn Bakery, I think it's called that. I'm not sure who that's by at the moment, but yeah, I haven't read that, but it makes me feel cozy and gives me all the cozy vibes. So yeah, I would say anything with cafe or bakery in the title. Question number 6. Have I ever bought a book with a title with an unusual combination of words? Unfortunately, I was coming up blank on that one as well. I can't think of anything. A lot of my books back there were like one word titles, or pretty sensible kind of titles. There's no weird combinations of any words, unfortunately. Have I ever bought a book with a fantastic or magical title? I haven't read this book, but I was looking on my Kindle, and I've got a book on there called The Sky Riders by Kerry Law, and that is a book, it's the first in a fantasy series about dragon riders, and I thought that was quite fantastical or magical. So yeah, that one. Question number 8. Have I ever bought a book with a title that is a contradiction or describes the impossible? One of my most recent purchases, actually, called The Love of My Afterlife by Kirsty Greenwood. I just think that idea is so random, so impossible, and so intriguing that is the first book that came up in my mind for that question. So that's it for the winning book tag. I am now going to tag a few other people. So I'm going to tag Emma Bennett, author. I'm also going to tag author Eloise Barr, LDJ Writes, and Saunders Writes Magic. I would love to see what your winning book title tags are going to be. So until next time, I will be back next week with a normal scheduled video. So until then, I will see you later. Bye.